Ed, day 3 of the 2021 Cheltenham Festival, done and dusted. Another amazing day, and yet again, there is one name on the lips of the racing journalists and racing fans, Rachael Blackmore. Another incredible day for her.
Unbelievable, Dom. As Ruby said on our coverage today, and I don't want to harp on about the lack of crowds here, just imagine this place was packed singing her name. You know, it would just be unbelievable. What she is doing here, I cannot tell you how big this is for the sport. Two things, Dom. She's the only story in town right now. At the start of the week, when you think what a cloud the sport was under the last few weeks we've had, I don't want to harp on about it, but we were in a bad place. And I was slightly dreading Cheltenham. And for Ruby Walsh and Sir Anthony McCoy to come out on ITV this afternoon and say she is the best jockey in the weighing room, not just by a mile. I mean, she's just on fire. And that is a big statement from the two greatest jockeys Cheltenham's ever seen. That should be the headline tomorrow. We are witnessing something unbelievable. And that scoreline I gave at the end of the day. Come and say hello, AP. How good is Rachael? Oh, I'm not sure. Can you hear him, Dom? Because I've got headphones on.
We can hear him, yeah.
I'm so jealous of Rachael Blackmore. That's how good Rachael Blackmore is. Really jealous person I am.
He's jealous of Rachael Blackmore. Apologies about the lack of social distancing. We're in a bubble together. He's had a new haircut. Let's see the new haircut. Look at that.
And I got it for very nice as well, which is even better.
Oh, I'm very jealous.
Says the multi-millionaire Sir Anthony McCoy from our stylist team we have here. But that from McCoy, I hope Rachael watches that back tonight from those two legends, Ruby and Anthony. That's what's going to live with from today. And being able to give that scoreline, Dom, at Cheltenham Festival 2021, Great Britain 4, Blackmore 5. She's so focused when she comes into that paddock. But you can see what a great person she is afterwards. The Gareth Bale. Do you see this on ITV today? Absolutely. Get out of the way, Gareth Bale. That's a Rachael Blackmore now. And the way the Irish team over the other side of the racecourse just love her. She's clearly, I don't know Rachael that well, but little of I do know. She seems like a great person. We did a feature on her last year for ITV where she was terrific, but didn't want to talk about herself. But they clearly are so fond of her. The outpouring of love for Rachael Blackmore amongst a small group of people here on, honestly, Dom, is extraordinary. You want to see this. This is not a sight. This is not a sight many want to see. The champion of 20 times undressing.
Oh,
he's got his thermals on. Don't panic.
Well,
I saw his car this morning. I saw his car this morning, Dom. I had to go and collect a coat for him because I act as his servant at times, so you can imagine. Unbelievable, just packs of M&Ms and Maltesers all over the floor. It's a disgrace. I can see why McCoy looks like he does now, and those trousers are struggling to fit.
That is not what we expect.
Sorry, Dom, this is not Britty in the background. It's getting worse. Look now.
Ed, that is a night of the realm.
Put this on Sporting Life after 9 o'clock.
Well,
he's apologising to everyone at home. Sorry, live broadcast. An almost naked Sir Anthony was too much for Zoom. I do apologise.
Well, on that note, let's move swiftly on. It's been an incredible day, obviously. Hey, it's fine. It's good content. This is what social media is begging for. It's been an incredible day for the Mullins family, of course. Let's move on to that. And what an incredible performance from Allaho.
Absolutely. And listen, I was all set to call it the Mullins Day. Yesterday, we renamed. It wasn't St. Patrick's Day. I call it Tigers Day. I was all set to call it Mullins Day before Rachael did her thing. You know, I can imagine me scribbling away little lines to say at the end of the show. But yeah, Allaho was brilliant. Delighted to say. I think I've tipped him somewhere, either in a preview book or somewhere, Allaho. And he was awesome. Relentless from the front. Again, guess who rode him? And Willie Mullins, what can you say? I mean, it's just absolute Irish domination. One of the stories in the wash-up from this, Dom, is going to be, where does this leave British racing? I mean, dear, oh dear, without Nicky Henderson, we'd be really on the floor. But it's an absolute rout. And we're already asking that question. Why are the Irish so good? Why are the British horses? Where are they? Where are the good British horses? And Allaho summed that up in many ways. That was just domination from the horse, the jockey, from Willie Mullins, and from Ireland. The pandemic's got something to do with the lack of runners, I suppose, the smaller fields, because you haven't got the social runners. But listen, all the big guns are here. These are small fields, but all the big guns have turned up. And the British horses, and Paul Nicholls summed it up yesterday, he just shrugged his shoulders and said, I can't believe it. Brave Man's Game is a brilliant horse. And Bob Ollinger beat him absolutely with his head in his chest. It's frightening, really. And there's going to be some British trainers shaking their heads. But listen, this happens in sport. Sir Anthony McCoy said it. You know, Real Madrid and Barcelona looked unbeatable a few years ago, but look now. The Premier League sides are back dominating again, we hope, when it comes to the Champions League. So sport works in cycles. And at the moment, it's ominous, very, very ominous. But they're brilliant horses. So we've just got to enjoy it. I'm just looking for some Irish ancestry and I can't find any.
Well, it's great for Sporting Life. Of course, Willie Mullins, one of our ambassadors. So it is fantastic, obviously, to see him doing so well. Flooring Porter in the stayers. It's been a day of incredible performances. We saw some superb horses today, but Flooring Porter, incredible. What did you make of that performance?
Listen, you should never leave the horse out of this because it was a brilliant performance. But this was all about the jockey, Dom, and a story we've been queuing up for a while with Danny Mullins. And he had a change of luck because he came in late for the ride. And Jonathan Moore, it broke your heart. What a classy guy he is. I mean, his stock has risen despite the heartbreak of missing out on the winner. The words afterwards, imagine having to pull out at the 11th hour and miss that. And he spoke so well. And I went and said, well done, well done. And you could see tears in his eyes, but what a gentleman. And I've got huge respect for him now. But for Danny Mullins, he's had heartbreak at the Cheltenham Festival so many times. He's come second to his mother when he was second to Martello Tower. I remember when Concertista hit the front in the Mayor's Novice race, went clear, and then he was reeled in, more heartbreak. He's been second 5 times. Now he's on the board. And just listening to Ruby again, what insight into Danny Mullins and his work ethic. Sounds like a lot of youngsters could do worse than follow the work ethic of Danny Mullins. The ultimate grafter in racing, I think, is what Ruby said. And, you know, he had a bit of luck coming in for the ride and you feel sorry for Jonathan Moore. But at the same time, delighted for Gavin Cromwell. He'd had a tough time in 2021. The Flooring Porter Syndicate will be flooring porters tonight. Didn't know what that meant before today, but I do now. And for Danny Mullins, all that hard work has paid off. Well done him.
I mean, it's been a week of incredible stories, but the Shunter winning the £100,000 bonus, what a story that is. I mean, I saw it unfolding on ITV and almost had a tear in my eye. To see what it meant to the team was amazing.
I mean, the script writers this week, I mean, Dom, it's been ridiculous, hasn't it? If you were to script the things to happen, bar Envoy Allen falling earlier in the day, I mean, the script writers just been sensational. I couldn't ask for more. And the Shunter, I mean, what shrewd connections. A horse that had just couldn't win, picked up, has now won a Great Wood of Moor battle and £100,000 bonus at the Cheltenham Festival. That is clever. Emmett Mullins, take a bow. That's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And even the last planning, if you know which race to go for, of the 5 options he had here for that bonus. And well done, Kelso, for organising that as well. Just brilliant. £100,000. Wow. And then we've got Langadan going for the £50,000 bonus tomorrow. You bookmakers are having to fork out left, right and centre.
Well, we bring a close to what's been an incredible Cheltenham Festival tomorrow. Gold Cup Day, the day we all look forward to. What can we expect tomorrow, Ed?
It's going to be an emotional day for me, if I'm honest, Dom, with Wellchilds having their name with the Gold Cup. And it's just unbelievable. I can't believe it's the Wellchild Cheltenham Gold Cup. That puts a lump in my throat. And I hope all the nurses and the kids who are looked after by Wellchild just have an amazing day and have their day in the lights big time. It's just incredible. So let's hope we get a great race. It should be. There are so many good stories in the race. Album Photo going for a third to go into elite company. You've got AP, the horse named after him, in Champ. Lost in Translation, Native River. There wouldn't be a dry eye in the house if either of those two win with what the Tizzards have been through. You've got Rachael Blackmore and Aplutar. As this Cheltenham, Dom, you just know it's going to throw up an incredible story tomorrow.
Dream scenario tomorrow, Ed. What would you like to see unfold before your eyes?
It's a very good question. I'd like Tritonic to win the Triumph for the McNeil family and the Brits. In the Gold Cup, I'd love Champ to win for JP and Sir Anthony and Archie McCoy. The Tizzards, I'd love to see them win a Gold Cup. Rachel would do. But I think Champ, if I had to choose one, in the Sporting Life feature I did on my Cheltenham legend was JP McManus, everything he's done for the sport and for Cheltenham. And he's had a tough time of late. Let's not forget that. And I'd love to see Champ put a huge smile on his face and the McCoy family as well. It'd be very special. And Ruby cried on the podium last year. I think Sir Anthony might just have something in his eye to pick out if Champ was to win the Wellchild Cheltenham Gold Cup.
Amazing stuff. Well, thank you, and I look forward to speaking to you tomorrow evening after what
we'll try not to have too many naked ITV pundits. I do apologise for that, but that's the danger of doing the show in the ITV green room, or the very red room. This is our green room.
Lovely stuff. Thank you, Ed. Speak to you tomorrow.
I hope people at home enjoyed it. It was very special to be here and witness that from Rachael today. I feel very spoiled.